Hello and welcome back to another video. I know I've been doing a lot of these videos where I don't even necessarily talk about music theory or anything like that, but I feel like there is a lot of underrepresentation as far as discussion about the psyche of a musician and what it takes to be a professional or to be the best. And I just wanted to share some words of encouragement with you today. You can do it. I believe in you. The only thing that may or may not be holding you back is you when all is said and done. Sure, life throws obstacles at you. How you handle them is your choice. But I believe in you and you can do this. So, I challenge you to do what you've been putting off. Do the hard work and invest in yourself. That's really all I have to say. So I'll just kind of hang out with you for the rest of this stream and we'll talk about some stuff that just comes up. Hi Morgan, thanks for tuning in. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. What would you like to talk about today? This is kind of like a free-for-all. So let me know what you think. So we're talking about inspirational things today. You can do it. You can do it. Put in the effort. Let yourself grow. Give yourself permission to be good at what you do. That's one thing that I found to be true about my playing is that when I started getting better, I was afraid of being better, and I was afraid of adopting that new persona. So that was kind of nerve-wracking for me, and I kind of had to program myself to be like okay with being good. Like when I would get a lot of practice time in over the summers, I would come back to school and be far better than I was before, and I would be embarrassed and shy, like, oh shoot, I've improved a lot here. So I need to be shy and timid and play the saxophone. So Morgan, what's up? You just that one thing and you didn't. Anyway, so we're hanging out here, having a great time. 3 viewers, how about that? This is great. So let's see. I got my tea right here. What's your favorite kind of tea? Mine is Bengal Spice, Celestial Seasons, I think. It's very good. Man, I'm putting off writing this odd bar blues for Billy Kilson. I can't seem to figure out what harmony I want for it. So it's an odd bar blues in that my typing takes long. Yes, it does. Okay, so odd bar blues. Can't seem to figure out what harmony I want for it. Well, I don't know because I haven't heard the melody yet, and that would probably help a lot. If it's minor or major, you can always go the traditional blues route and like look at what Coltrane did on the minor blues, or you could do a bird blues, traditional blues, or you could do your own version of the blues, where as long as you kind of keep the same chord type for the 1 and the 4, you can make that interesting. Figure out what kind of turnarounds you want. I really think that the 1 and the 4 are the most important part of the blues, and then it's like 1, 4, and then 1, and then whatever you or some version of 1, whether it's a substitute for a 1, for example, a 3, a 6, or a modal interchange chord like a flat 3, a flat 6, something that has like a tonic-ish vibe to it. That works. And then at the end of the last 4 bars, just have some kind of resolution to 1. A blues, that's it. I presented it to him and with a regular blues, F major, and extended the 2-5 where it usually resolves to go back to bar 1, but he wanted changes different for the melody. Oh, I see. Okay, I like doing that where you play the head with its own special set of changes, kind of like something like what's that Joe Henderson tune? Isotope. That's a cool one. But they kind of hint at the diminished sound on the 1s and the 4s. That's cool. So if it's a major blues, you might consider writing in like reharmonized chord changes or like passing chords to make it a little bit more interesting. Had it set up as a 13 bar. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I think it would be cool if after the 4 chord in the 5th and 6th bar, you don't go to the 3 minor or the 1. You choose some kind of modal interchange chords. Melody is 15 bars first time through, then 13 bars second time, and for blowing. That's pretty hip, man. Please send it to me when you're done, because I'd love to hear it. I'd absolutely love to hear it. By the way, for those of you who probably don't know Morgan, Morgan is a wonderful, wonderful saxophonist who's going to Berklee right now. And, well, he's social distance going to Berklee right now. And Morgan is one of my best friends. We met each other in Kansas City. I lived there for a little while. And he's like a little brother to me. So give him all the grief that you want to. Anyway, let's see. How far are we into this? There were only 7 minutes. We'll definitely send it. Thank you, Morgan. I appreciate that. You know what? I feel like pulling out my horn. I have my horn right here. I've been working on my overtones a lot because in my previous video I talked about overtones and how great they are. I haven't played it all today, so we'll see how this goes. Let me set up my mic here. That's working. Okay. Hey, while I'm here, something that irritated me when I was trying to learn all these false fingerings and trying to do like the Michael Brecker stuff was that I never found any saxophonists telling the cheat, like giving you the cheat sheet for the false fingerings. So I might as well share some of those with you today. So all these false fingerings are just based on the overtones. So if you can play overtones, then you can do these false fingerings. So when you play an F in the middle of the horn like this, you can also play the second overtone of a low B flat. But I keep the octave key down just for simplicity. You don't have to, but I don't like the idea of like going between an F and a B flat and having to also lift up my thumb because it really doesn't make a huge difference. So you can do an overtone of B flat, of low B flat, and hold it there as an F, and then walk up the chromatic scale all the way up an octave to the middle B flat here, the fingering for the middle B flat, and you'll get all sorts of overtones. So now the trick is getting them all in tune. So once you can do that, you can start incorporating them into your playing. So I've been working on that a lot, and it sounds great. So what I do is I kind of add those, like when you want to double a note. I hear people doing that a lot. So there's this line that I was working on. I'm probably not going to get it perfect, but it's ba da 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 da. So every second note I use the false fingering on, and I use the regular fingering for this. So this is in concert E. So it's third, 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 sixth, 1, 1, 9. Okay, so here we go. I'm working on it. Give me a break here. Okay. So you can work on that in all the keys you can using the false fingering that I just showed you. So something that Michael Brecker does on his solo for some Skunk Funk, the live one in Barcelona. So he starts on a high D, and then he switches to the he doubles every note, going chromatically down. So be dee da 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 da. Oh, sorry, be da 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 da. So he's playing a D, and then the false fingering for it, which is a G, and then he's playing a C sharp, and then the false fingering for that is the overtone of F sharp, and then a C, and then the false fingering for that is the F. So he just switches between the two, but really fast. Pretty cool, right? This stuff is very doable. Just take some practice. I always found the fingerings to be awkward, and I also found the overtones to be awkward. It's just, if you don't do it a lot, then there's no reason why you would be great at it unless you have a knack for that thing. So I'll show you one more Michael Brecker lick, and then I will let you go for the evening. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. I am so glad to have you here. Thank you, Morgan. And if you get any value out of my content here, please like and subscribe, share my videos. I like sharing everything that I can with you guys because we're all in this together, making music great. And okay, so here we go. This is the Michael Brecker lick. This is, you'll probably recognize it. So what that is I'm playing a note, like in concert. It's like, think of it in concert F. I'm playing the third, fifth, fifth, 9, fifth, fifth, third, fifth, fifth, 9, fifth, fifth, third, or third, fifth, fifth, fourth, fifth, fifth, third, fifth, fifth, 9, fifth, fifth. That's a tongue twister, really. So on the fifth, I'm doing the palm D, or on the saxophone, it's a palm D. On this tenor saxophone, it's a palm D. And then I'm doing the false fingering for the D, which is the G here. Now these fingerings will work on alto, and they're a little trickier because alto is a little squirrelier in those kinds of false fingerings way. Tenor, I feel like it's a little easier to do. Also, I haven't played alto as much recently, so I'm a little out of practice. But if you call me for a gig, I won't be. So I'm just doing. See, I'm still working on it, but I figured I'd share this stuff with you anyway. And I know that this isn't what I was going to talk about today, but if you clicked on this video to watch what you thought I was going to talk about, you got this bonus here. And it's a very saxophone nerdy specific thing. But you can do it. I just started working on this stuff when just about the time that Steve Grossman passed away, because I was listening to his music and I was like, damn, he can really play that post-Coltrane, the late Train and post-Coltrane stuff really, really well. You know, he uses those false fingerings in there and it sounds really, really great. I love it. So I figured that I would spend some time on pentatonics and false fingerings so that I could help develop my vocabulary in a new way to augment what I already have, because I feel like I have a strong foundation in like normal jazz language, and I'd like to incorporate some more modern styles into my playing. So hopefully just to flesh me out as a player. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into me. Once again, you can do this. Just put in the time. I've been putting the time into this and I'm seeing some results and I'm really, really happy about it, and I'm going to keep on going. Put in the work first. You get the payment later. You have to be willing to take the risk to do the work to get the rewards you want. So with that being said, I wish you farewell and thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next time, and happy practicing, and you can do this. I believe in you. Good night.